Kia ora, I'm David Chaston with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This week at everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock, with news China's pandemic struggles are seriously undermining their economic life, and the long-term impacts seem to be getting worse. But first, we should note that it is a long weekend holiday in the world's largest economy, but this is also an important retail shopping period, when all that inventory in global supply chains has a chance of clearing. It might be the start of the Northern Hemisphere summer, but how consumers react with their spending decisions will be equally important. Across the Pacific in Japan, Toyota has lowered its global production forecast for June by about 50,000 vehicles to around 800,000, as part shortages caused by the pandemic lockdown in Shanghai continue to disrupt them. In Japan, that will involve a 5-day halt at 16 local production lines. China reported that its industrial companies saw profits fall 8.5% year-on-year in April alone. High raw material prices and supply chain disruptions have significantly squeezed margins there. Their lockdown pain is spreading fast now. According to Moody's, China's property development sector and its related supply chain account for as much as 28% of the country's GDP. And the struggles and declines we have been reporting for more than a year now have turned into a rout. Even state-owned property companies are in big trouble. It'll be virtually impossible for China to achieve its expansion target of 5.5% with its property sector imploding. But some relief may be in sight. Over the weekend, both Shanghai and Beijing started easing lockdown restrictions. In India, the all-important monsoon has arrived earlier than normal this year, raising hopes that their agriculture will get a timely boost. The country has been suffering from excessive heat, and rain can't come soon enough. But the north may have to endure another month of debilitating heat. In the US, the consumer inflation measure that the US Fed watches most closely, the PCE, dipped slightly in April, down to 6.3% from March's 6.6%. Excluding food and fuel, it recorded its lowest level of the year, down to 4.9%. The same data showed that inflation-adjusted personal incomes were unchanged, but consumption expenditure rose, and that is the fourth straight month of rising. But perhaps the equity markets should look at the sharply falling savings rate. Spending faster than income is eating into that rate quite quickly now. The US Treasury 10-year yield will start today at 2.74% and likely to move little while the US is on holiday. And the price of gold is unchanged today at $1,854 an ounce. But that's a $10 rise in a week. And oil prices are a little changed from this time on Saturday, still at just over $114 a barrel, while the international Brent price is now just over $115.50 a barrel. These are both $4 weekly rises. And the Kiwi dollar will open today at 65.4 US cents. Against the Australian dollar, we're at 91.3 Australian cents, and against the euro at 60.9 euro cents. That all means our trade-weighted index starts today at 72, and near its highest of the month. Kia ora, I'm David Chaston. That was 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz.